Welcome to Tattletale. Here's today's story, The Other Apartment. I wasn't always the type to question silence. Some people found it awkward, but I'd always embraced it, especially with someone like Mara. When you're together for over 5 years, quiet moments become like soft furniture. You settle into them. There's no need to fill the air with unnecessary words. But the silence lately? It was different. Not comfortable. Not soft. It had an edge, like the moment before glass shatters. It started with her phone. Mara used to leave it face up on the nightstand. Now it always lay face down, and she'd grab it so fast when it buzzed that I sometimes wondered if she expected it to explode. At first, I told myself it was stress. Her marketing job was intense. Long hours, random client calls, sudden presentations. I didn't want to be that boyfriend. The suspicious, possessive type who counted how many times she smiled at her phone. Still, some part of me kept a mental tally. And then came the change in her scent. Mara always wore the same perfume, light jasmine with a hint of citrus. But last Thursday, when she came home late, I caught something else. Muskier. A cologne I didn't recognize. It wasn't mine. "Did you hug someone today?" I asked, half joking. She blinked, too long. "Oh yeah? Kathy from work. Her fiancé got her a new cologne. Wanted us to smell test it." I nodded slowly. Smelled kinda masculine. She laughed too loud, like she was trying to punch through the tension with sound. That's what I told her. Said she was gonna attract the wrong crowd. She brushed past me, kissed my cheek. The scent stayed longer than her lips did. Our apartment in Makati wasn't big, but we'd made it ours. Split the rent, the bills, the chores. We had a shared Spotify playlist, a shared Netflix account, and a tiny shared calendar by the fridge where we'd mark special dates. She hadn't updated the calendar in weeks. I stared at it on Friday morning. Her birthday was circled from last month, along with Anne of dinner, scrawled in my handwriting. No new notes since. No client lunch, or dentist, 3 p.m. Just blank days. That night, she said she had a work thing. Our team lead booked an Airbnb in BGC so we can finish the campaign overnight. Just the girls. I forced a nod. "Want me to drop you off?" "No need. I'll grab a grab," she said, already putting on lipstick, one I hadn't seen her use in a year. Deep wine red. The one she used to wear back when we were still in the trying to impress phase. I watched her go, then sat in the dark kitchen for half an hour, sipping cold coffee. Then I called her best friend, Arlene. "Hey, is Mara with you?" I asked, casual as I could. Arlene paused. No. Haven't seen her since the wedding planning meet last week." "What?" My stomach tightened. She said she was having a work overnight with the team. A beat. She never mentioned anything like that to me. Maybe it's a new plan. Let me message her. No, don't. Just wondering. Thanks. I hung up. The cold coffee turned bitter in my mouth. At midnight, I checked her location on Google Maps. We'd shared it ages ago, a safety thing. She probably forgot we still had it on. It wasn't BGC. It was in San Juan, near Wilson Street. An old apartment complex with green painted walls. I recognized it from a delivery job I had during college. I stared at the pin for a long time. Then I got dressed. 30 minutes later, I was standing across the street from the building, parked in my car. Her location hadn't moved. I waited. At 2:17 a.m., the door to Unit 402 opened. She stepped out. She wasn't alone. A man followed her out, tall, wearing only basketball shorts and a tank top. I couldn't see his face well from the distance, but I saw the way he touched her back. Familiar. Like this wasn't the first time. They kissed at the stairwell. A long, deep kiss that didn't look hurried or guilty. It looked like routine. My heart didn't break. It detached, like it didn't want to be in my chest anymore. I left before they did. The next morning, she came home carrying breakfast. "Got us some tapsalog," she chirped, placing the bag on the table. Felt bad for being away. I stared at her. The scent was back, the same cologne. "You sleep well?" I asked. "Barely," she said, rolling her eyes. "Micah snores like a pig." I gave a small smile. "You know," I said, "I had a dream last night. That I saw you, kissing someone else." Her face froze. Then she laughed again. Too loud. "Maybe you're projecting. You're the one always talking to those baristas." I didn't respond. Just unwrapped the tapsalog and chewed mechanically, my mind spinning in directions I couldn't follow yet. I didn't sleep. Not really. I laid on my side of the bed, facing the window, watching the moon move across the dark velvet sky. Claire's breathing was soft, steady, as if the world wasn't cracking underneath us. At 2:34 a.m., she reached out in her sleep, draping an arm across my waist. I didn't move. I just stared into the dark, wide awake. Morning came like a slap. Claire stirred, yawned, and gave me a soft kiss on the shoulder. "You're up early," she said groggily. "Didn't sleep much. Bad dreams." Something like that. I forced a smile and kissed her temple. Yeah, just couldn't get my mind to shut off. We got ready like nothing was wrong. She made coffee. I took a longer shower than usual. We kissed goodbye. It was normal. It was all so terrifyingly normal. I called in sick to work. Instead of going to the office, I went back to the apartment from yesterday. I needed answers. Proof. Something more than paranoia and perfume and receipts. Something undeniable. I waited and waited. At 10:07 a.m., she arrived. Same long coat. Same calm gait. She used a key to get inside. She was humming. She looked happy. I waited another 15 minutes, then approached the door. Knock. Knock. Nothing. Knock. Knock. I heard movement. The shuffle of feet. Then, "Who is it?" Claire's voice. Cautious. My stomach dropped. I knocked again, hard this time. The lock clicked. The door creaked open, and there she was. Her face drained of color when she saw me. "Ethan." I didn't say a word. I pushed past her gently and stepped inside. The apartment smelled like lavender and wine. There were photos on the wall, candles on the table, 2 coffee mugs in the sink, 2 toothbrushes in the bathroom. "You have a whole other life," I said softly, stepping back into the living room. Claire closed the door behind her. "I can explain." "No, you really can't." She was crying now, hands trembling. "It started before we moved in together. Before we got serious. I tried to end it." "Then why didn't you?" "Because I didn't know how," she whispered. "I thought I could manage both. I thought he'd lose interest eventually. But then he didn't. And I didn't either." Silence. Everything in me wanted to scream. Break something. Break her. Instead, I sat on the couch. The same couch we had shopped for on a Sunday afternoon last fall. The exact model, just in a different color. "Is it serious?" I asked. She didn't answer. So I stood up and walked to the door. "I'm going to go now," I said. "And when I come back to our place, I want you gone. Take whatever you want. Just don't be there." She cried harder. "Ethan, please." But I was already walking away. The morning after their anniversary, things felt normal. Too normal. The kind of normal where everything sits in perfect place, but you can't shake the feeling something's wrong. Like waking up to silence after a storm, only to realize the worst is yet to come. I cleaned the kitchen, replaying last night in my head. The half-empty wine bottle. Her phone buzzing while she was in the bathroom. The subtle way she leaned away when I kissed her neck. Things I wouldn't have noticed before now screamed at me. Then I saw it. A message preview flashed on her phone, left on the coffee table face up. "Can't stop thinking about last night." Hey, I stared at it, heart skipping. Then, as if fate was mocking me, it vanished as the screen dimmed. I stood frozen. I knew her passcode, or at least I used to. But when I tried it, it didn't work. She had changed it. I waited for her to return from the shower, every sound amplified by suspicion. When she came out wrapped in a towel, humming softly like nothing had changed, I asked casually, "Hey, your phone buzzed a couple of times. Everything okay?" She didn't look up. "Yeah, just Jules from work, probably." I smiled, but something inside cracked. The following week, I played the role of the clueless boyfriend. Loving, present, supportive, but I also became a quiet observer. I noted when she started coming home late more often. I noticed when she took more frequent walks after dinner, or how she now showered the moment she returned. I caught her smiling at texts and then locking her screen like it burned. I even began timing her walks. 23 minutes. Never more, never less. So one night, I followed her. Not close enough to be obvious, but far enough to feel like a stranger tracking someone they used to know. She turned into a quiet street 2 blocks from our apartment and entered a modest building with peeling paint and a rusted security gate. It was old, inconspicuous, the kind of place no one paid attention to. She used a key she didn't have when we first moved in together. My stomach turned. I waited in the shadows. She stayed inside for 35 minutes. When she emerged, her scarf was inside out, and her lipstick was smudged. She looked different, softer, guiltier. She didn't see me. I stared at the toothbrush. It was blue, cheap, frayed. Not mine. Not hers either. And yet, it sat in the ceramic cup by the sink of the second bathroom